Tuesday and Wednesday of next week.
Well, and we may get a good slug of it overnight tonight and on into tomorrow. I've got a lot of models to show you, but the bottom line is it's rain for us, so we won't see much in the way of wind out of this, even if it comes back our way, maybe 35, 40 mile an hour winds, and that's going to be about it. They are really feeling it in Rockport, and my heart goes out to them. You can see that is a well-formed hurricane. It is the strongest hurricane to hit the United States since Wilma back in 2005, which was our last Category 3. This, a Category 4, 130 mile an hour winds, gusting to 160. That's Category 5 gust there. A lot of people have compared this to Carla because it's the same location. Carla was a little stronger, but this is very similar, and it's going to be the same kind of devastation once it's all said and done. Now moving northwest at 7. So let's go through this track first of all. This is still a 110 mile an hour storm tomorrow morning at 7 a.m. as it moves just off of Victoria and continues off toward the San Antonio area as a Category 2. And then on Sunday, starts to make a little loop here. It's still a hurricane tomorrow night at 7. And then 60 mile an hour winds making this loop on Sunday morning and then traveling very slowly. And that's part of the problem. That's a 12-hour path moving about 2 miles per hour. And when you get 2 mile an hour movement on a storm like this, you can get an easy 20, 30 inches of rain as it continues to slowly move down to the south there. And then moving virtually right across the same spot where it made its landfall as a tropical storm, still with 45 mile an hour winds. So now it gets into a really serious situation for us, because on Monday, when this system comes toward the Palacios area, that's when we start to see all of this dirty side of the storm cranking this moisture in to the Houston area. So that's Tuesday, and then that's Wednesday, and that is pretty much the location where Allison was. It was just a little bit to the west of there, but that's pretty much where it was as it really brought all of that heavy rain. So this is what we're going to have to deal with as we go through the next 5 and 6 days. The winds are right there, 28 to 35 miles an hour. Palacios at 61. But we have been just inundated with heavy rain and tornado warnings with these feeder bands pretty much all afternoon into the evening. I brought it down to here. Had a viewer between Guy and Needville say he's had 8 inches of rain already just from this. So many of us are already seeing a saturated ground. Tornado warning that's in effect until 10:30. That's just off of Danbury with this heavy storm that's been moving right across again, right toward Guy and Needville. So you are about to get a bit of a break, it looks like. See, these showers are trying to wind down as the storm continues to make a landfall. But one of the things that concerns me is this future cast, as it comes in, cranks this back up again overnight into our area. So we can't let our guard down for rain overnight. And then we continue. Look at this with the RPM model, pretty much the same idea here. As this comes on shore, more feeder bands moving on in, bringing heavy rains. We'll get breaks, but we'll see heavy rains through tomorrow and right on into Sunday. So that already saturates the ground, and then we have the problem of the storm coming back our way Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. Here's the American Futurecast for rainfall, and this is a bit of an update that's just come down. This is through 8 a.m. Monday. You can see in the Houston area, it doesn't want to make it that bad by Monday morning. 8 inches of rain comparatively to 10, 12 inches of rain out west. You see Columbus getting this bullseye of 25 to 30 inches of rain. So that's the big bullseye there. But certainly when you see those kind of totals on a map anywhere in our part of Texas, you can't just ignore it for our area as well. We could certainly see those kind of numbers coming out of this. The European Futurecast, in fact, starts to bring that a little closer to us with 16 inches of rain, 20 into southern Harris County, and again, the big bullseye down around Victoria, which makes sense. I mean, that's where the storm is coming in, and that's where it's going to continue to loop around. But like I say, anywhere for us to see an easy 15 to 30 inches of rain. This is the official National Weather Service rainfall forecast, and we are certainly in that amount. So 15 to 30, even for Harris County. 40-inch bullseye there from Bay City up to Columbus and then off to Victoria. It is rain, rain, rain. Colorado River at Wharton, the elevation forecast is expected to go into a major flood as early as Sunday night. San Bernard River at Bowling, major flood as early as Saturday night. Here's Brazos River at Richmond, major flood area by Sunday night. Then we've got the Cypress Creek near Cypress. That's an elevation forecast of major flood by Saturday night. So we're getting this already by tomorrow night into Sunday. And this is White Oak Bayou peaking out there also on Saturday into major flood territory. San Jacinto River at Humble, right there. It's come up a little bit. It was more in the moderate. It's just edging now by Monday into the major flood category. But you know how these things can work. You can forecast it all you want, but the reality is these can all go up much quicker and stay longer. The storm movement is going to be key. You have a 2 to 4 mile an hour storm movement, divide that number into 100, you have 25 to 50 inches of rain, and that never fails me. So that's what we're going to watch for, the 30 to 40 inches of rain or more with widespread flooding. The surge is coming in now. That, after tonight, won't be an issue for us, but the tornadoes are going to continue to be a problem as we go into the next several days. 80-90% chance, obviously, it's just sort of dumb, isn't it, to put a chance of rain with a hurricane like this coming in. It is rain at least through Thursday, hopefully tapering off as we head into the Labor Day weekend, but then that will be the time that we are going to be under cleanup for weeks, if not months to come.
Frank, thank you very much. And still